Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on a Minecart elevator. Now, what's great about this system is the fact that you can literally make this all the way up to the sky barrier and have no issues with it. I'm talking about a perfect smooth system with pretty much zero lag because the majority of the redstone is only at the base. And the cool thing is, all you're really using is power rails and regular rails to go from point A to point B. So before we get to the details, let me show you how this works. Now all you have to do is hit that button on the right, and as you can see in front of us, before we even do that, we're going to go about 250 blocks straight up. Now right now we're at the about 24 block range from the bedrock. Now like I was saying, we're going to hit that button, and you can notice right away that light's going to turn off. Now that's going to indicate whether there's actually a minecart in the system or not, which is great. Now, the second you hit that button, as you can see right in front of us, we're moving extremely fast. I mean, think about it. We literally got past 100 blocks in a matter of seconds. And look how quick we're passing 200 blocks. That's perfect. Now, the cool thing is, the second you reach the top, you're automatically going to get ejected, which is awesome. Now, that same minecart is actually being shot right down to ground level with no problem. Now I want to show you why. Now, as you can see right on top, we are super high in the sky. I could barely see the ground. Now, believe it or not, guys, we can actually get down faster than when we got up. Now, all you have to do is go on top of that trapdoor, hit the button, and you will go perfectly in a straight line all the way down to the ground level. Now the cool thing is, we got about a 1 block water source right underneath us to really prevent us from dying or having any kind of fall damage, which is perfect. Now check this out. I'm going to show you in a third person point of view how that looks like. Now once you hit the minecart, it pretty much goes around in a circle all the way to the top. And that water flow system on the side actually controls how the minecart gets shot straight down. And as you can see, guys, this thing works perfectly. Now, besides it working perfectly fine and being fully functional, I try to create it so that it actually could look just as good as it works. I mean, I wanted to create this kind of modern, realistic style to it and just have it so that you could really put any kind of cobblestone or any kind of block in that matter and make this look just as nice. Because you want to have that diversity, you know what I mean? You want to make this look just as much as it works, which to me is amazing. So check this out. This is the basic materials we're going to use. You will be needing a block of your choice, some glass, 2 buckets of water, 1 dispenser, 1 dropper, a few hoppers. You will need a lot of levers, buttons, 1 trapdoor. You will need a redstone lamp, redstone dust, redstone torch, repeaters, comparators, 1 minecart, some rails, power rails, and some carpet. Now guys, once you're ready, make sure you have a 5x5 spacing. You're then going to go to the right and delete these 3 blocks and kind of make this like kind of T shape. Then you're going to delete that block and the one next to it, like so. Then you're going to place 1 comparator in there facing outwards, 1 piece of redstone dust there, a dispenser right there. Then you're going to place 2 hoppers going forward and 1 hopper going towards that hopper. Then you're going to place your lever right there and you're going to activate it. Make sure it's turned on. Then at this point, place 1 piece of redstone dust there with a block in front of it, a torch in front of that block, some redstone dust on the side of it, a block in front of it, and 1 redstone torch right there. Then place a block right on top and a redstone lamp in front of it. Perfect. Then you can put a block underneath and a block right on top of that redstone dust with a button right in front of it, because that's actually going to dispense the minecarts. Then place 1 block on top and you should have this kind of format at this point. Then you can place 1 block there with a button on the side of it and a block on top, and you're going to create a nice frame from one side to the other. That's going to be the main entrance. Then we're going to go right inside over here. And we're going to delete that block and put one water source inside. Then you're going to get your blocks, place one block right there, and there as well. You want to leave that little spot right there empty, okay? Fantastic. Now you're going to place one block there and there as well. Place a straight line right across, and you should have this kind of look at this point. Place 2 on top, just like so, and 3 right across in this section. Then we're going to place a block there, and we're just going to line this all up nicely. Okay, now at this point, guys, going to place 2 blocks right there and 1 on the side. Fantastic. Now, just to give you guys a little idea what we're doing, we're going to place some power rails right over here. 1, 2. Then you place a regular rail and another power right there with a regular rail. And 1 right here. And there. And we're pretty much going to curve it around. Now, that's going to be the spiral spot that we start going upwards with. Fantastic. Now, at this point, it gets pretty easy. You're going to place a block there and 2 across. And a block on top. And then, of course, 2 across. And you're going to keep doing this to your desired height. Which is perfect, because it's pretty much a repetitive pattern. So I'm going to fast forward this just a little bit, because, guys, it does get a bit repetitive. But I'm going to show you what we do after this point. Now, there's a few things to keep in mind when you get to the top part, okay? Now, once you get to the top, okay, this last strip over here has to be parallel to that hopper all the way in the bottom, you see? That exit point has to be parallel to that, because that's where the minecart gets shot straight down. So that's the only thing to consider when you're building this, that when you get to the top part, that curved section on the last end has to be in that format. Now, once you've done that, you can place 1 dropper facing downwards with a hopper on the side. And at this point, we're going to place a piece of glass underneath and there as well. Then you're going to place 1 sand on top of the glass with a cactus right on top of it as well. And you can put 1 piece of carpet or even a half slab if you want to. Now at this point, you're going to place a block there and there as well. And you're going to cover this up. But make sure you do not cover the bot underneath the dispenser. Then you'll place 2 blocks like so. Place a block there and there as well. Now you're going to want this 4x4 spacing, because you're going to place a comparator there with a block in front of it. A redstone dust on the side with a repeater going towards that block. And you want to place that repeater on 4 ticks. Fantastic. And you should have this kind of look at this point, guys. But like I say, guys, make sure that is parallel to the hopper underneath. Now, what I personally like to do, I like to add some glass right in the center from this point and lead it all the way until I connect to the top part. Okay? And we're going to do it right here as well on the side. Just make sure you cover everything. And you're going to repeat that on the other side as well. Perfect. Now right here in the front, just to add a little more detail and trimming, you're going to want to put a solid block right there and just kind of lead that on both sides. Fantastic. So you should have this kind of layout, you see? It kind of really brings it out more too. And guys, trust me, you guys are going to love this. I mean, it really brings out a whole different style to it. And I like the way the glass gives off that nice trimming. And you can see how it kind of gives that kind of contemporary style to it. Now at this point, guys, make sure before you put your water source there, place one glass block there. Then underneath, you're going to place a water source block, and that's going to go down to a straight line directly to the hopper. Fantastic. Now at this point over here, guys, we're going to go over here. We're going to place well, we got our rails there. So you're going to place a lever right there, and you're going to activate it. Now we're going to notice a pattern here going back and forth, okay? So at this point, guys, you're going to want to place your rails all the way until you reach the top part, okay? So feel free to pause at this point just to really set that up. Now once you get to the top, you're going to just place 2 regular rails leading to the cactus. Fantastic. Now we're going to go straight to the bottom, and at this point, we're going to start using the levers. As you can see, that lever is turned on, and it's kind of parallel with the water, you see? All you're going to do is go backwards, place a lever there, and activate it, and go up, place a lever there, and activate it, and you're noticing that we're going back and forth, parallel with the water behind us. You see what I mean? And you're pretty much going up each level, and just pretty much adding a lever and activating it, and it's going to power 2 rails at the same time. Which is perfect. Now you will have to do this to each level, as you can see. The great thing is you're not using any redstone torches because the levers are really easy to make. Now once you get to the top, the only difference is you will have to put 1 lever on the side right there. See, just to power that rail. And that's about it. The entire system is pretty much complete at this point. So you should have this kind of layout. Now at this point, we got the upwards motion. Now we're going to create the straight drop fall. Now at this point, guys, you're going to add some blocks right here, just like so. You're going to delete that and place 1 block there and 1 on top of it. Then delete the block underneath. Now you're going to place your trapdoor on the bottom part of that block. Now the reason we have this, and of course a button on top to activate the trapdoor, is so that it guarantees that you have a perfectly smooth drop, because you don't want to land on the edge of any of those rails or any of those blocks, because you will die. Depending on how big you make this, trust me. So it acts more of a stabilizer at the same time, you know what I mean? Now at this point, we're going to jump over here, and I'm going to show you how to really do this in survival, okay? So you're going to place a block there of glass, but the best way to do it is to jump a little bit ahead of it and just place 2 glass blocks like so. So we're going to keep jumping from this point, and on the top part here, add 1 block on top of the rail and 1 block there. Now they have to be glass, because the thing is, a minecart could go through glass with no issue. Especially if it's curved like so. And you're going to do that all the way up to prevent any of the minecarts that get shot down to pretty much get stuck right there at the edge, because we don't want that to happen. And we're going to do this all the way until we reach the top part. Let's do this one more time. And from this point, just place 1 glass block. And there it is, guys. Perfect. Now it should be looking like this. I mean, it's looking pretty good at this point. Now I'm going to show you how to actually cover up the top part as well. Now we're going to add a trimming, because at this point that's going to be the ground level to the top floor of wherever you're building it at. And the thing is, we're going to want to cover up all this redstone dust and repeaters and so forth. So we really don't want that to show. Now, the best thing I can say is right over here, add 2 pieces of glass so that it doesn't really interfere with the minecart. And you're going to place some blocks right across to just cover that up. Now the best thing I've noticed to use is actually some carpet to really cover up the top floor. Now just to cover up these repeaters, just kind of aim at the edge of the carpet and just click on it. You see? And you can cover that up as well. So you can even cover this up if you want to. And if you like to, you can even cover up right there as well, which is completely optional. But the thing is, you can really make this very discreet, which is kind of what we want. We really don't want this to make this too noticeable. But like I said, guys, we want this to be fully functional and simple at the same time. Now, like I was saying, guys, we really don't want the minecarts to get tagged at this corner. But I'm not going to lie to you. I've been trying the system constantly, and this rarely happens. But from time to time, it might get stuck right there at the edge. So it's highly suggested to at least have about 3 minecarts in the system, just in case that happens. But the cool thing is, there's a simple fix for that. Now, all you have to do really is have a minecart ready. Let me put another one inside just in case. And the second you go up, you're going to notice we're going to pick that minecart that's lingering around instantly. Now, once you pick it up, guys, all you have to do is just throw it in that hopper, and you're pretty much good to go. But I just want to give you guys a warning about that, because that could happen. But not to worry, okay? You didn't lose the minecart. So we're going to try this in survival mode. We just built this, and we're going to test it out. Let's put our minecart inside. Well, minecart right inside that hopper. Activate the button. Let's go right inside, and we're going to hit that button as well. Look at that. Perfect. With ease and no problem, man. I love it. Now, all you have to do, guys, is jump there, hit that button, and a straight drop with no issues. And there you have it, guys. The design is complete. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.